speaker, Denise Guthrie. Let me pull up her accolades because I want to tell you guys all about her. I'm so excited. Um, okay, so Denise, she started her Mary Kay business in 1993 as a single mom and full-time special education teacher. She is now married to Glenn for 29 years. She has 4 adult children and spouses, 5 grandkids. That's so much fun, I bet. She has a full and busy life that she enjoys every single day. She has, y'all listen to this. You're not even ready for this, okay? She's completed the Queen's Court of Sales 24 times. 24 times. She's completed the Queen's Court of Sharing 13 times. Y'all, that means she has 13 diamond bumblebees. That's insane. She's completed the Triple Star 12 times. Are you kidding me? She's earned 4 top director trips to Scotland, Barcelona, Hawaii, and her highest check. Are you guys ready? Her highest Mary Kay check in 1 month has been $21,833. Oh my goodness. Okay, she loves the lifelong relationships that God has blessed her with through this amazing opportunity. He gave me hope when he gave me Mary Kay. She just celebrated her 31st Mary Kay anniversary on Saturday. She's been in Mary Kay for 31 years, you guys. She has so much wisdom. I'm so excited to hear from her. So we are so excited to hear from you, Denise. I'm going to give the floor to you, and everybody get out their notebooks and be ready to take all the notes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So y'all, I apologize. I would normally have on my sales director's jacket, but I just flew back home from, not flew literally, but I just ran back home from my sales meeting that we have on Monday nights. And we had kind of a Thanksgiving theme tonight. And so we didn't wear our typical Mary Kay attire, but I am looking at you all going, I am so proud of you. The directors, I love your pink jackets, so many red jackets in your red jackets. I am so proud of you because y'all, a lot of people are kind of getting away from that a little bit now, especially doing things on Zoom, but you dressed up and showed up, and I appreciate that so very much. I love watching you all. Wow, this is the future. Let's see, what's going to be the name of your area? Somebody tell me. What's it going to be? Legends, yeah, legends. Thank you, Darian. The legend. You are legends. You have a legend leader with Taylor McKnight. You have legendary leader directors. I love, Sabra and Darian and so many of the others of you. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I just I see those two on my screen right this moment. But you all do such a great job with Mary Kay, and I know Mary Kay would be so proud of the area that you are building with Taylor as your leader. Taylor is crazy fun, isn't she? Isn't she the most fun director ever? And it's just my just joy every time I get to be with her and with you all and do things with you. So congratulations on all of your accolades for every one of you and your future area. You're going to be phenomenal. You're going to be well known in the Mary Kay world. I just really believe that. You have the best directors. Yes, Brooke, you have the best directors. You have the best leader with Taylor. And, the sky's the limit to what you girls can do. So, congratulations. So, one of the reasons Taylor and I were talking when we went, she was one of the guest directors in for Lene's fall retreat just back earlier, later in October. And we were talking a little bit about, you kind of got to teach. Taylor taught, and then I followed her. And so I heard her teaching, and then I followed her teaching, and she sat in on mine. And we were talking afterwards, and she's like, Denise, what can you teach us about customer service and about building your customer base so that you can do the National Court of Sales? So, y'all, it is my joy. I love sharing. We have a top trip unit, and I have a lot of women in my unit, but I love selling this product because there's nothing else like it. And I want to let you in on a little secret. If you will build your customer base, and starting right now, wherever you are in your journey with Mary Kay, if you will build your customer base, everything that you want in this business will come from that. The money comes from that customer base, all of the diamonds and the recognition and the National Court of Sales, the National Court of Sharing came from my customer base. The first time that I did that, it came from my customer base. They were already my customers. Just all of the things that we need in our Mary Kay comes from building customers. And here's the other thing. If you build them from just a brand new customer to like a top level customer, then they will bring you more customers and they will bring you a stronger, more stable business if you build the customers. I decided 31 years ago when I started my Mary Kay business that I was not out for the one-time sale. I was not out for the one-time sale, that I wanted to build relationships with these women so that they would buy from me today, they would buy from me again next month, they would buy from me hopefully for the rest of their lives. And when you build those relationships with those customers, then they will do all of those things. So we always kind of say, customers are like, like gold to you because of all the things that they bring you in your Mary Kay business when you have the customers. Okay, so let me share a couple of quick facts with you first before I tell you about how I built all those customers. So, did you know there's a $1 million sales director named Tandy Fisher? I don't know how many of you know Tandy. She was on the top directors trip. Lene actually had her as a guest speaker back a few months ago. And according to Tandy, that we really only need 40 customers who each are on 24 of our products. And those 40 customers will purchase or order from you $1,000 each through the year. Now, think about that for a second. If you've never done the National Court of Sales, it's 40,000 retail. So if you have 40 customers who each purchase $1,000, that's 40,000 retail. Now, here's the best part, y'all. 40,000 retail is 20,000 wholesale. So that means, and if you take advantage of these promotions like Mary Kay's running for us with the Pink Weekend right now with those products at 55% off, then that gives us 20,000 profit. Oh, hold on a minute. $20,000 in profit from having 40 customers? Does that even seem possible? Yes, it is possible. I'm just telling you, it is definitely, definitely possible. So, how would you like to be serviced? Think for a second. If you were someone else's Mary Kay customer, how would you like her to service you? Because you know what? Mary Kay always said we work this company by the golden rule, right? So this is one thing that I decided back 31 years ago. Now things were a lot different back then. We didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have Facebook. Yes, I'm that old. We had answering machines with the lights flashing instead of voicemail. Andy's shaking her head. I'm like, yes, friend. At least I have one girl on here that knows what I'm talking about. So that is so, so true. But think about, I tell you, one thing that did not like at that time is I didn't like people calling my telephone at dinner time because we had a tight schedule. I was a single mother. My children were 7 and 11. My daughter was a gymnast. Y'all, today that daughter owns a gymnastics gym with over 300 athletes right here in our hometown of Concord, Virginia. I am so proud of her. And she will tell you all day long, I learned how to set goals because my mom set Mary Kay goals and I watched her build this business. No, she's not even in Mary Kay, but she loves our products and uses all of our products. She has her own business, y'all, because she saw what I did is I built my customer base. So I didn't like phone calls at dinner time. So guess what? I will not text you or call you between 5 and about 6:30 at night. I just don't do that. So we want to think about how would I want to be serviced as a customer. The other thing is I would want my consultant to talk to me, to reach out to me. Y'all, only a few customers will be the ones that will actually call you. I have probably 20 customers that I never have to call because I know they are calling me every time they're running low on anything, which is practically every single month, and they buy a lot of products. But the others, if I don't call them, they will not buy products. And it's not because they don't love me and they don't love our products. It's because it's not as convenient. And y'all, newsflash, Mary Kay is important to me and you. It's not as important to our customers. They love the product and they don't want to stop using the product, but they are not going to be the one to pursue you. So, how do we keep it all in the running in the
How
air? It's
am
like
I supposed to
juggling the
see it?
three balls, right? How do we do that? We do that by There we go. We do that by having a very simple system to develop customers and service them and keep them. Y'all, I have customers now. I have this one particular customer I have to tell you. Her name is Jessica. She was 4 years old when I did the first Mary Kay party. Her mom was at one of my very first Mary Kay parties 31 years ago. Jessica's now married with three little boys, two little boys, and she's a great customer. And she and her family have tons of parties for me. And all of that relationship started that many years ago with her. So I watched her grow up. I watched her start using our products as a teenager. Now she holds parties with me and she's an adult and she brings other friends to me. She's never been on my Mary Kay team. I won't even go there with that one. But anyway, I've built a lifelong relationship. I did her makeup for her wedding when she got married. She would never think about buying Mary Kay or anything else from anyone else. Why? Because I built a relationship with her. So you may have heard this formula before. It's called 2 plus 2 plus 2. It's very simple. So when you first meet someone and you do a facial with her, that you want to make a point to call her 2 days later. Okay, now this is the reason you'll call her 2 days later. Now I want to preface it by saying I stock a full inventory and I know that that's not required and we can do customer delivery service and all those things now. But listen, when I go do a facial with someone, I love it when I have money in my hand and she has the product in her hand and that's it. We're done. I don't go back and deliver. I don't have to mail the product. She's got her product. So that's how I choose to do it. If you're not delivering on the spot and you're doing customer delivery, you will need to adjust this first two. It may be 2 weeks instead of 2 days. But what I do is in 2 days after she's met with me and she's purchased the products, I give her a quick call or these days a text. Okay. And I'll say, "Hey, Joan, just checking in on you to see if you have any questions about how to use the time wash repair set you purchased from me on Saturday." Okay, or whatever she purchased, whatever. I don't ask her if she has any questions about using a lipstick, if she only bought a lipstick, but I still text her 2 days later. And that conversation sounds like, "Hey, Mary, just checking on you. I hope you have gotten many compliments with your new lipstick already. Have you given any more thought to a skincare set for yourself?" Because y'all, I want every woman in the United States and all of the world to use our skincare. It's amazing product, and we want them to use the skincare, and that's what I am after with her starting with the skincare. But they don't all do that. Okay, so 2 days checking in on not do you like your product? Hello, why would she not like our product, right? So I never ask, do you like the product? No, I say, checking on you Do you have any questions since you started using our product or about your skincare set since you've used it for a couple of days? Most of the time they say one of two things. Actually, I haven't really gotten started using it yet, or oh my goodness, just started and I love it. That's typically what they say. Now, if she has not started using it, I send her all these little funny emojis and I go, girlfriend, that product is not going to work if you leave it in the bag. Take it out of the bag. Put it on your bathroom sink. Pinky promised me you will use it tonight. La la, LOL, LOL, LOL. And they laugh and say, okay. So that is the beginning of this relationship. Okay, the second two is 2 weeks. Because y'all, don't you know that in about 2 weeks they're going to see a difference in the condition of their skin? Oh my goodness, of course they are. No matter which skincare product they're using, whether it's my Time Wise Repair set or someone else's Time Wise Miracle set or the Mary Kay skincare, they're going to see a difference. So that 2 week mark, it sounds like this. Hey, Joan, just checking in on you. You've been using our Time Wise Repair set now for 2 weeks. Tell me what differences you're seeing in your skin. Again, I'm not asking her if she likes it. I'm not asking her if it's working yet. I am assuming that it's already working because I know it's working. I know it is. So again, it's just, hey, just want to check in with you. It's been 2 weeks since you've been using our whatever she's using. Tell me what differences you're seeing in your skin. Now, if there's anything that you need to tweak with her, she will tell you. If she says, I love it, but in the daytime, Denise, my skin looks a little oily or a little greasier, then I can make adjustments for her. But most of the time, they just text back, I love it. My husband says my skin looks great. My friend says it. They do that. That do some sort of comment like that. Then the third two, so it's 2 days, 2 weeks, so you can guess it, 2 months. Now, why 2 months? Because in about 2 months, they're going to start running low on some products. If they're using Time Wise Repair, they will run low after 1 month of the lifting serum, right, Andy? They will be out of their lifting serum. I like to sell them an extra lifting serum when they purchase their first set. So in the 2 months, I'm going to be just checking in, and it sounds like this. Hey, Joan, checking in with you. It's been a couple of months since we saw each other. What products in your skincare set are you beginning to run low on? Learn to say run low on, not are you out of? Because you don't want them to wait until they're out to text you or call you. You want them to let you know when they are running low. A lot of times that first 2 month marker, she'll say, I think I'm pretty good. I don't think anything is low. But guess what else? You know that wonderful uh, skincare profile card that you had her fill out, that is a perfect time to introduce her to something else. Maybe Clinical Solutions Retinol, maybe our new dynamic wrinkle limiter, maybe something as simple as the under eye hydrating patches, eye gel patches. Whatever it is, within 2 months, she's good on her skincare. She is using it. She knows what to do. It's time to add in other things. Let me tell you what else I like to do with them at the 2 month mark. I like to get back together for a skin cycling party. Now, if you don't know about skin cycling, I'm sure Taylor can tell you, or some of these other amazing directors, but skin cycling is what I do, and I love it because I see the biggest difference in my skin. My products do a better job when I'm using them in a certain order. So I would say, once she says, no, my skin looks great, I'm loving it, then I will say, okay, Mary, it's time now for us to get back together, and I want to teach you about skin cycling. And she'll be like, wow, what's that? What's skin cycling? And I'm going to say, only the best thing since sliced bread, my friend. It is awesome. I will teach you how to use your product in a certain order to get the best benefits from your products. And I'll introduce you to a couple of new things. And so we try to get back together. Now, obviously, I'm going to book some of her friends to come with her. I'm going to book it into a party if at all possible instead of just a one-on-one. But it does give me a chance to do that. Now, when you have, if so, here's the thing. I'm gonna just assume, I don't know if there's anybody that's brand new and you don't have any customers yet. Maybe some of you, the way y'all recruit, you probably have a lot of new girls on here, which is awesome. So if you're brand new, starting with that very first facial you do, if you've already done her a week ago, or if you've done some of this 3 months ago, it's okay. Start with that first, pretend it's the first two, and reach out to her. Hey, just checking in on you. So want to see, how, if you have any questions about how you use whatever that she purchased. And then you can move on through the other twos as time goes on. How do you remember how to do this? Simple. Okay, very simple. You set up either something on your computer if you're a computer girl, or a piece of paper, or what I used back in the day was a three-ring binder with January through December pages in it, I mean, dividers in it. And I would just hole punch that card, that profile card. And if this is November, okay, 2 days, I would put it in November and I would know, okay, 2 days from now, I'm making myself a list and call her. After that, I would move her card to December. So when December comes, in addition to booking new parties, I have all of these profile cards of women to call and talk to, or to text, or to message, or however you want to communicate with them, and just see how they're doing. And after that, I will move her card then to February, because that would be 2 months later. So by the time February gets here, y'all, I have a stack of profile cards to do that. Now, once that third 2 months went by, I start working through my PCP list, preferred customer program list. So I print that off after I participate in preferred customer program. And my goal is to make sure within that 3 month time period, from the time she receives her lookbook until it's time to do it again, I want to contact every customer. So it's really easy at first because you don't have quite as many customers. But imagine, y'all, how many customers I have after 31 years. Now I don't even get through my whole PCP list in the 3 months time, but it's okay. I still try to rotate through them and get in touch with them as often as I can. Um, so let's see. Then once, okay, so 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, okay, and whatever system you want to develop for that, there's no right or wrong. I've had some of my consultants said I prefer to put their cards in a box and put them behind the tabs, whatever. It doesn't matter. Some people say I just want to keep the names on a list with their phone number. That's fine too. However, but just so that you're moving through that. Once that process happens and then I'm working on my PCP list, then this is what I do. I text out. And y'all, when I say call, I just mean communicate. It can be a telephone call, a text, a messenger message. It doesn't matter, whatever, however you want to communicate. I contact my customers whatever way I know they will answer. So I have some older ladies that if I don't call their phone number, they don't do texting. I have some ladies that only text, their voicemail is not set up, does me no good, can't leave a message, right? And then I have plenty that I can even send a messenger message with. But after that, then this is what I say to them, y'all. Don't ever call your customers for only one thing. After they're through that 2 month thing, don't ever call them for only one thing. I always call for three reasons. Okay. So it sounds something like this. I'll say, hey, Mary, it's Denise doing quick customer service calls right now. So I'm just telling her what I'm doing. And I have three quick things to ask you. Okay. Now, if it is a phone call, at that point, I pause long enough for her to say, okay, or, ooh, I'm just getting ready to go out the house or whatever. But if it's on a text, it's the same thing. Hey, Mary, doing quick customer service calls tonight. I have three quick things to ask you. Okay. And then you can either send that text and wait, or you can go ahead and tell her the three things. So I would say first, checking to see what products you're running low on. There we go again, running low, not what are you out of? What are you running low on? I want to sell her. I want my customers to have their skincare products. I want them to have a spare on their shelf in the bathroom. That's my goal is for everybody. So when they open the spare, they call me and order another one. That's my goal with them. So the longer I've talked with them and developed them into customers and the more products they're using, then I can say, would you like an extra one of those? You go through a lot of those. So that way, when you open one, you call me and order another one, and they'll go along with that. Okay, so what are you running low on? Secondly, I'd love to get together with you and a couple of your friends to show you dot, dot, dot. I'd love to get together with you and a couple of your friends to show you. Right now, you know what I'm showing, dynamic wrinkle limiter, right? So I would love to get together with you and a couple of your friends to show you our new dynamic wrinkle limiter. It is unbelievable. Now, she probably is in my VIP customer group on Facebook. So she's seen me blasting it and talking about it on that. So she kind of has an idea. She also has the lookbook that has it in there. So she kind of knows what I'm talking about. So then I will send her that. Okay, hopefully she's texting me back or whatever. And then I'll say, lastly, I'm meeting with some sharp women for coffee just to share a few facts about our Mary Kay business. Could we grab a quick coffee in the next couple of days and I can bring your products that you're needing with me? Okay, so it basically what am I doing? I'm getting together with her to share more about the opportunity. So I would say I'm seeing some sharp or meeting some sharp women for coffee over the next few days. Could we grab a cup of coffee and I just share with you and I'll bring your products if she ordered something. Now, some of you may be thinking, but hold on, if you do this every single time there's PCP, aren't this some of these women gonna be the ones you've already asked that to? Yes, but it depends on what her answer was. So if I'm going through my PCP list and I get to Judy Alexander and I know Judy just held a party with me 3 months ago, I'm probably not going to ask her about a party. But I may ask her about getting together for coffee. I may ask her about getting together just to see the new product, that kind of thing. So it just kind of depends. If she did not go along with getting together with friends 3 months ago, then she's a great one to ask about getting together. Even if I've talked with her, yes, Stacy, it's layering. Even if I've talked to her before about the opportunity and she didn't say yes, she didn't join my team, then I can still say the same thing. I'd really love to talk with you more over coffee about da da da, and we can get together that way. Okay, so I know I'm running through this really quickly, y'all. I don't know how our time is going. I don't know how much time I have. I should have asked Stacy that. I mean, Taylor. Okay. Okay. 20 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you. Okay. So basically what I've shared with you is the fact that 40 customers using our skincare, 24 products, and I can, if Taylor doesn't have that list, I can give you all that list. Then we talked about the 2 + 2 + 2 as you develop new customers to keep track of them. Y'all, yes, we always are looking for new customers. I'm going to talk about that here next. But at the same time, imagine, y'all, you wouldn't believe it if I tell you that have probably I just don't warm chatter. I just don't. You know why? Because I get my customers from my customers and I book from my parties. So when I book from my parties, those women are bringing me new people. And when I say to my customers, I'd love to get together with you for a couple, with a couple of your friends, I'm getting together with women I don't know so many times. So thank you, Taylor. I was trying to be nice, but she says she hates it. You're right. I hate warm chatter. Now, I always keep goodie bags. I always keep things to hand out, but I just see it as I'm blessing somebody with it. Most of the time, I don't even get their name and number because I don't need a stack of cards. I've got all these customers, y'all, and I just go through those and they lead me to other people. So if you start developing this 2 + 2 + 2, and then once you finish that final two, you roll them into your PCP and you work through your PCP list, then everything you need will come through that. Okay, so how do you get more customers? Maybe some of you are fairly new and you're like, Denise, you don't understand. First of all, let me tell you something. You have more people that you already know and have already reached out to. You just haven't talked to them. And I don't know why you haven't. Probably whatever, for whatever reason, maybe we've prejudged and think she won't do it, or maybe you're feeling like, oh, I don't think she would really be interested in this. I don't know. It is your chicken list, Sierra. You were right. It's your chicken list. We haven't done it, but y'all pull up your big girl panties and call these women. They're exactly the ones that you need. That is exactly the ones you need. And so go back to that list. Go to your Facebook. You've got a bazillion friends. You have friends of friends, and see, who have I not done a facial with? Put them on your list. Um, if you work another job, or if you there's fun things you can do, like every Friday you can call it Sampler Friday, and so you carry something around with you to hand out wherever you are. Or when I was a teacher, my teacher friends knew I would have something to a sample of something to bring into them on Fridays. Sometimes it was an individual sample, sometimes it was a hand cream on the teacher's lounge table where they could just all try it. They knew who it came from. They knew I was the only Mary Kay consultant there. They didn't have to, I didn't have to, go really broadcasting and blasting it to the whole school. They knew, oh, this is that. I would have teachers say, what are you bringing in Friday? And so I could say, wait to see. You're going to love it. And I'd bring in something else. It could be Sampler Friday. Play referral games when you are with women. Play referral games. You can have them turn over the profile card on the back and give you the name of however many, friends and family that they can think of that might enjoy doing what you're doing. But guess what I do with that referrals? You're not going to believe it. Taylor's probably going to smack me because I tell you this. I never call those names and numbers. You know why? Because I book her. I say to her, you know what? Thank you for these 8 names and numbers, but they know you. They don't know me. So how about you do a party and this is your guest list? You don't even have to give me a guest list. Here, I've already got your names and numbers. They're the ones we'll reach out to invite. So I don't have to call them. She's going to call them, right? So that's what I do with referrals. There are really fun things you can drop in reorder bags, or you can send out to on Messenger individually to people, like tic-tac-toe games and things like that. And if they give you names and phone numbers, if 3 in a row do something. You know what I do with tic-tac-toe games? I don't call them. I don't call them. I call her. I say, hey, thank you for the tic-tac-toe game and these 9 ladies' names. How about you do the party? I'd rather give you free products for helping me, and I will thank you with that, instead of me calling these random women that they don't know me, and they're going to be like, why did you give Denise my name? Da 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 da. Okay, so I book her. But here's the thing, when they've given you referrals or they've done a tic-tac-toe, they don't say to you, I don't have anybody to ask, because they've already given you the names and phone numbers. So there you go. You all know that I always use the travel roll-up bag as a thank you gift for 2 bookings at a party. So at the party, I hold up the travel roll bag and I'll just say, hey, friends, when and when 2 of you do your own party and have your own party and gather a few of your friends together, then our hostess, whoever, is going to receive this travel roll-up bag tonight. And one time I almost chickened out on it because it was snowing outside and I thought the party was going to cancel, and it didn't cancel. When I called the hostess, she said, well, everybody that's coming is like almost within walking distance. So, I think that nobody has called me and told me they aren't coming. I'm like, okay. So my husband drove me there in his truck because the roads were getting bad. And so I went in and I set up everything on the table and I picked it up. And at that time, we had some other hostess things, like it was a watch actually, that we could purchase from Mary Kay for hostess gifts. And I held that watch up, and it was that there were 2 women that showed up that day. Only 2 out of the 8 that were supposed to have been there. 2 showed up. One was her mom, and one was her mother-in-law. And I almost chickened out. I almost said, I'm not going to ask these 2. I don't want to put them on the spot. I don't want to be pushy. But I said, Denise, stick with the plan. So when it got to that part at the very beginning of the party, I held that up and I said, ladies, um, whatever the girl's name was then, Amy, I said, Amy is going to receive this booking gift when two of you hold your own book and hold your own Mary Kay party. And the mother-in-law looked at the mother and said, I guess that would be us. And so I booked both of them. I handed her her gift and I held both of those parties, which brought me even more women over time. Stick with the plan, y'all. I think that's sometimes what we do is we give up on whatever the plan is until you master it. A quote that I love from my friend and director friend, Ellen Martin, she said, don't practice until you get it right. Practice until you can't get it wrong. And I'm like, yes, yes, don't practice until you can say the right thing. Keep saying the right thing and practicing that until you don't know anything else to say. There's no way to get it wrong. The last thing I have for y'all is you want your customers, y'all, to be both wide and deep. Okay, wide and deep. So, what does that mean? A wide customer base means a lot of customers. That's what I have after this many years of doing parties and facials and following up and working the 2+2+2 and working the preferred customer program and staying in touch with these customers. I have a wide customer base with a lot of customers, but I also have a deep customer base because every one of the, not everyone, a lot of my customers use a lot of our products. That's the deep part. That's the part I mentioned at the very beginning about 40 customers using 24 products, which are just all the basic products that therefore they will be purchasing about $1,000 worth of products from you. So if you have a customer that right now all she buys from you is moisturizer, it's your job to develop her deeper. What's she washing her face with? Does she use any kind of foundation, CC cream, or anything like that? Does she need a satin lips? Does she need a mask? That's developing the business, the customer base deep. So every customer, I want them to every product that they use in the way of skincare, color cosmetics, and body care, I want them using our products. So I don't want her using our skincare and somebody else's foundation. I don't want her using somebody else's foundation, my foundation and somebody else's skincare. When they buy a travel roll-up bag from me or they get it free for getting two bookings, I tell them that that travel roll bag will self-destruct if you put brand X products in it. And they just die laughing. I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. They're like, what? I'm like, no, just teasing, just teasing. But don't put other brand products in there unless it's your toothpaste. We don't sell toothpaste. That's okay. But make sure that they're using a lot of our products, a lot of our products. So there's ways that you can do it. This conversation of, I have three things to talk with you about. Okay, I want to get together to show you XYZ. That can be products that you know she would benefit from that she does not use yet. That's helping her go deeper. Did you know on our profile cards, when they check off all those things, y'all, that they have under that, it shows based on what they're checking off, that's products we should suggest to them. So that's what you can use when you're making those contacts and saying, I want to get together with you to show you. It's based on what she's checked off on that profile tool. It's amazing. Sample coupons, none of my reorder bags go out without a sample and a coupon. And the easiest thing to do is drop the same sample for the whole month. So if you like back when we first came out with the mineral sunscreen, all of my reorder bags got a mineral sunscreen sample and a coupon that says, did you find a sample in your bag? Give it a try and call me within 2 days to purchase the product at a discount. And the discount's 10%, y'all. So I dropped the coupon and the little coupon and the sample in her bag. And that way, and they don't know it, but That's right. That's the Boundless Blue. It's same thing. That's right, y'all. They don't know that if she calls me 2 weeks later and says, "Oh, I finally tried the samples, but it's longer than 2 days," I'm gonna still give her the discount. No big deal. No big deal. They're watching Monday Night Football. Drop bys to show new products are amazing too. I prefer not to just drop an order on a door if I can help it. Sometimes I can't help it. She's at work or my schedule's too tight. But one of my consultants, Diane Woolrich, who's done the National Court of Sales like 5 or 6 or 7 times, she always delivers in person and she brings her little bag of things in. So it's
Yeah,
a
you
stunning
can.
appointment where she shows
Even I
people
can shuffle back.
instead of just dropping the product off at the door. Um, so I just would encourage y'all to just see your customers for the value that they are, build relationships with them, and they will, as I said at the beginning, everything you need in your business will come from this. Mary Kay said it. Nothing happens until somebody sells something. And if you're going to take the time to get together with her and do a facial, and even if you sell her the complete collection, she's going to run out of some of those products in 2 to 3 months. So continue to reach back out to her. Otherwise, you're starting over every time with a new customer. So I want to challenge you not to just start over. And I want to challenge you to start where you are. Dig up those old profile cards or go back and look at your date book and see who have I facialed. And let me make a list of these women and let me look back and see what did they buy. And sometimes, y'all, if I haven't called her in a long time, I will take the blame for it. I'll say, "Mary, I'm almost embarrassed to reach out to you. It has been 18 months since you have heard from me, and I am so sorry. I like to give much better customer service than that. So I want to get back with you, show you what's new up and coming in our products, and I will bring you a really nice thank you gift product just for, let me get back together with you since it's been so long." And I'll bring her, hand cream or something as a thank you. So wherever you are with your customers now, it doesn't matter. Start with them, pull them back out, get back in front of them, start your system with them and continue to work that system. And then I think you're going to have these amazing cortisels rings. You'll have the bees. You'll have all the things. These are the triple star earrings, y'all. When you've done triple star 9 times, the 10th time, you get these diamond earrings. So, and then after that, you get cash. So I guess Mary Kay figures that's enough of that, those diamonds. Now we're going to give you cash, and that's fine too. I like cold hard cash. I don't know about you. Okay, so do y'all have any questions or anybody? I know I've really I ran through this so fast for you, but I hope that it's a few things you've taken that can help you.
Hey, Denise, I'm driving. Consultants, if you guys have a question, type it in the chat. We'll give Denise some time to answer it. So please type your question in the chat. But I'm literally driving right now. So thank you. I had like no service and we hopped on as soon as I got a bar. But you are such a blessing. There's so many things that I took away from, what I've caught so far. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so many things I could implement here. Some things that I wasn't even taught as a new consultant, just because it just was not transferred to me. I was never taught customer follow-up at all. And so if any consultants on here being like, oh my goodness, I have missed opportunities. That's the beautiful part, is you should see it as so much opportunity on the table for you and for your people. And that once you know better, you do better, right?
Yeah.
Once you know that you can become a better consultant or and have better customer service, then you provide it, right? But Denise, you, my friend, I appreciate you. I know that you had your meeting at 6:30 and like sprinted to this one. And you've taken so much time out of your evening for us. And we're just so grateful. And like, there's so many women that I look up to in the company, but you are like my embodiment of Mary Kay Ash. Your spirit of go give and your heart and the way that you encourage and your enthusiasm is just contagious. Like, you make me want to be a better beauty consultant. And so I appreciate you. I know that all these women on here were blessed by you, but I will read you some of the questions. I think there was one that I saw in here. I see the first question is, how do you continue to check in with them if they did not buy or want products from you at those appointments? That's a great question.
That is an awesome question because that will happen, y'all, sometimes. You'll do the follow-up. So when you're doing the follow-up, the 2 + 2 + 2, or wherever you start, you can start now with wherever you are with them. It typically, if I contact them after that third time, I'm just going to be honest with them. And I'm just going to say, when she says, no, I think I'm good, or, whatever, same thing. If I sold her something at a facial or a party, and here it is now a year later, and she's not reordered anything, then I'll just be honest with her. And I'll just say, you know what? The last thing I want to do, Joan, is make you hate to see my number come up on your phone. So you haven't purchased anything since we got together. I'm just going to kind of assume that maybe you're not using our products or you don't want to use our products. But can I just ask you to do this one thing? Can you just file away my name and phone number under Mary Kay? Just put Mary Kay Denise in your phone. And if you ever do want to try our products, I would so appreciate you reaching back out to me. So I'm just upfront with you. What I'm really saying is, I don't have time to keep calling you, girlfriend. Sorry. If you're not going to buy anything, what am I supposed to do with that? But I want to let her know that last time. And y'all, sometimes what they do when they realize, uh-oh, she's not going to call me anymore, they'll say something like, oh no, it's not that I don't want to use it. It's just that right now, da 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 da, or I'm using up, blah, 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 blah. And they start giving you reasons. And so then you can respond to that and say, okay, how about I check back in? I do the same thing with people that I send lookbooks to. If I send lookbooks to them, I will at least send them 3 lookbooks with PCP. And if they have not ordered something after that third contact with the lookbook, I just say, I'm okay, that's perfectly fine. Or if I text her and she doesn't text me back and it's the third lookbook, I'll just say, Mary, I tell you what, I'm feeling like maybe you don't want to continue to receive my lookbooks, and that is a-okay. So if you do, you can reach back out, but otherwise I won't keep bothering you. The last thing I want to do is worry you to death about Mary Kay. And you know what they do? Oh, no, no, I really want to get the books. I still want to get the books. So you have to use your judgment on that. I saw a question about the products. The best way to learn the products is to use the products. Use the products. Use the products. Use the products. Go through that lookbook. If you're new, you need a whole order just for you, girl. You need everything that you use, and use it so that you can see how it is. If there are things that you don't really need, like maybe don't have any lines to use dynamic wrinkle limiter on, give it to your mama and say, try this, mom. Let's do the skin analyzer app before, do the limiter and take another picture about, or do the skin analyzer again several 2 or 3 weeks later and see what the lines look like, and continue to do that. So use the products. You love it. You love it. Y'all are the best. And Taylor, I'm telling you, friend, it is so awesome it is such an honor to be asked to teach. Because y'all, here's the thing, we directors are very protective of our people. We don't like other people monkeying with our monkeys, right? Not that you're monkeys, you know what I mean? We don't like people doing that. So to be asked by another director friend to teach your people, wow, thank you. That is an honor, and I hope it's been helpful. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. If you guys could drop affirmations in the chat, and I hope that you have been checking those out. Denise, we will send you a copy of the recording so that you can have it if you want to pass it on. And
Thank
anyway,
you.
if you get busy and you're like, this is my training, here you go. But I feel like I can speak with everybody that everybody felt like they took something away that they could go implement to put them in a power position with their customers, and just empowered to have deeper relationships with their customers, and to get their customers from a mascara customer to a deeper customer. And so,
Yes.
these affirmations, listen, we've had a lot of we've had a lot of people speak. We've had speakers in the past, but the chat's never blown up quite like this, Denise. I'm going to be really honest with you. The chat is wild for
Thank
you. So
you.
we
Y'all are the
are
best.
so appreciative of you. Thank you for your time.
You're
Consultants,
welcome.
thank you guys for being on and loving on Denise like you have.
Yes.
Makes me very proud
Y'all are
to
the
be your
best.
leader. And so we will chat with you all later. You guys have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.